Okay, so story time. I do want to put a disclaimer. Please do not judge me. Please do not have any type of negativity to say about me as a person, as character. I have done the work. I have taken accountability. I have been going to therapy for 8 years and I haven't stopped. I am continuing to work on myself to be a better person. Did I mention that I have taken accountability? Okay. So I ended up getting a divorce. My mom was beside herself. She basically said that, she was in a miserable marriage for 35 years and that I should too. I have to stay for the children. And it ended up not working out. So as I'm going through this divorce, I meet somebody, my current partner, and my mom finds out and she is livid. Livid to the point that when it was time to sell our marital home, I had asked my dad if I could move back into the house with the kids. He said yes, of course. So when I started to move my stuff back in, she immediately threw a fit and said, no, you're not moving back into this house. When I asked her why, she said it's because you're dating a black monkey, you're disgusting. That's when she called me the dirty prostitute. What made things worse was she did it in front of my kids, and I kept telling her to stop. She didn't listen. She kept going. And again, I'm telling her to stop. At this point, I'm rushing the kids to get home. Like, let's go, let's put your shoes on. As I'm telling her, please stop, don't say this in front of the kids, we can have a conversation about this later. And she just kept going. She ended up grabbing my oldest son's jacket and started shaking him and said, your mom is a prostitute. She's a dirty prostitute. And I went black. I ran across the room and we had a physical altercation that lasted about a minute and a half before my dad put me in a chokehold to remove myself off of her. I left her a mess. My kids are crying. They witnessed the whole thing. But I literally went black. I couldn't believe that she would say that to my son. And me being a mama bear, I just wanted to protect my kids. And she didn't respect my boundaries when I told her to stop. So that's what happened. I solidified then and there with her that she was never going to forgive me. She's never going to talk to me again. I think like 4 years afterwards, I thought like things would have settled down. I approached her again and I said, can we have a conversation? And she's still like 4 years back. She hasn't healed. She hasn't gotten over it. And she basically said, as long as you're dating an African-American man, I want nothing to do with you. And I really hope that he grapes your daughter. And that's when you'll know what true pain feels like. So ever since then, I have no desire to ever talk to her again. As far as me not bringing the kids around her, what's interesting is I married my mother. And so they became a dynamic duo. My ex brings the kids over to her for her to watch, to spite me. Because I think for the first 5 years, I did not bring the kids over there. And so the only way she saw them was through him. And they both did it to spite me. He still brings the kids over there. So even if I didn't bring the kids over there, when he has custody of the kids, they are over there. So that's my story. Yeah, so I have a good relationship with my dad. When I was going through my divorce, he was obviously very upset, very disappointed. At times he was very angry, but he got over it after a little while. He became very supportive of me. I talked about it in a couple of videos back, but I was saying how somebody can be a good person but not a good husband. My dad is one of those examples. My parents don't have a good marriage. I don't even think you could even call it a marriage, other than the fact that they live in the same house and they're legally married. That's the extent of their marriage. They do not speak to each other. They live very separate lives. They kind of come and go as they please. They live in a very patriarchal type household, so whatever my dad says goes. My mom really doesn't have an opinion, and even if she did, it would basically be shut down by my dad. I actually use that to my advantage when I need help with something, especially when it comes to the kids. My dad did meet my partner once when I was graduating, and they really didn't say anything to each other, and I kind of didn't introduce them. He saw that, you know, he was taking pictures, my kids were with him, and at the end of graduation, my dad gave me money and said, here, make sure he eats something, take him out to eat. Excuse my lack of knowledge, but a lot of you have been writing something similar like this in my comments, and I really would like some clarification. Do you mean I'm Black Indian because of the color of my skin? Is it because you guys don't think that I'm Indian? I am 100% Indian. My parents are from a state in India called Kerala, so I'm southern part of India. I'm not exactly sure what Black Indian means. I'm guessing it's because it's the color of my skin, but please somebody clarify for me.